Hey Pennsylvania, my name is Adrian White. I'm recording this straight from Inglewood, California, right smack dab in the middle of Los Angeles. And I'm glad that I'm able to make this video for you. Typically what I do is I delve into the archive. I'm really interested into things that connect me to the past. And that can be anything from a fingerprint to a old family photograph to a memory, a conversation that I had with somebody. But today what I'm going to focus on is the family archive, the family photograph. Anything old, anything that's kind of passed on down the line, with a specific focus on the family photograph. I'm going to talk about my work a little bit. What I do is I travel all over the world and look to tell the stories of the black diaspora. And I started with my own family. I started to look through the family photographs that my mom provided for me. I'm just looking through all the family photographs, looking at the clues, and trying to tell the black man's or the black person's story. I'm under the assumption that the family album should be treated like a contract between the past and the present. So it's the job of the past to put together a group of items together for the present and pass it along the generations. So if I have a family album, I can get information, I can get evidence from that. So next, that's kind of what I want you guys to do. I want you to look at all of your family photographs, start to pick through them, analyze them, try to find interesting things about these family photographs and put them all in a pile. We're basically going to scan these photographs and turn them into digital representations of our family photographs. And then once you do that, there's quite an array of different things that you can do. Whether you're just collecting to curate your family album or you want to recreate the representations into another art piece. I keep a lot of my stuff in this box. So what I'm going to be asking you guys to do is to just kind of go through or find the person in your family who's in charge of the family archive. With my own family, it was my mother. She pretty much kept everything either in a family photograph like this. It's old, probably. This book is probably 20, 25 years, 30 years. It's worn, beat up. I took most of the photographs out, but if you look through, you can see the spaces where the family photographs were laying. Like, it shows the remnants of the family photograph, right? So, but now what I have is just an assortment of different family photographs. So just go through, and it's crazy some of the things that you find. These are like jewels, just to go through and find all the different photographs, what each photograph says, the people that are in it, the relationship between. So this is one of my family photographs here, right? So, like, interesting. You never know what you're gonna find in here, right? So, and then always the back. There's always clues on the back of your family photograph. This one on the back of mine, it says David Lee Revis and Nancy Jeanette Revis. So I know we're always looking at the front, right? We're always looking at the content, who's on the front of the family photograph. But what can be just as important is like the wrinkles and the folds and what I refer to a lot of times as the scars. What kind of scars do you have on your family photograph? So it's one thing to look at the content on the front, but let's really study these family photographs. Let's take a look on the back, see what's on the back. What kind of wear and tear? What kind of clues? What kind of notes were put on your family photograph? So normally the program that I use to scan my family photographs is my Epson scanner. I have 12,000 XL Epson scanner. But the scanner that I'm asking you guys to use is called Google Photo Scan. It's a pretty easy scanner to use. You take an initial photograph of the photograph, and then you have to line up the 4 dots. Once you do that, you'll have a digital representation of your family photograph. And then we can manipulate, we can do whatever we want, we can make copies. We can do a wide array of different things to turn our family photographs into art. One of the things that I do is I put old family photographs into mason jars, and then I put corn syrup inside the mason jars. But that's just one idea. There are lots and lots of different ideas. You could be old plain Jane and put the old family photograph in a family frame, or you can do something that nobody else has ever done before with a family photograph. Lots and lots of different things that you can do. You could even do collage work, where you scan the photograph, print the photograph, and then cut up the photograph and create these elaborate pieces of art. Well, another app that I want you guys to use is called Free Prints, and it's another app that you can get on your cell phone. And with Free Prints, I can upload images directly from my cell phone, iPad, probably could do it from a computer too. And they send you free prints every month. I think the number that they send you every month is about 85 prints. So using the first program that I gave you guys, scan your family photographs with that app, and then after you scan it and you make a digital copy, then you upload to Free Prints. And like I said, the number that I think that they give you every month is 85 images. So they send you 85 free images every single month. The only thing that you have to do is keep them at a standard size. I think the standard size is like 4x6. I could be wrong. It's a small size. And create a new photo album. So whenever I come up with ideas, I always slap it in my journal. So my journal is just this brown journal with this wraparound. And on the front of my journal it's called it says Write Your Own Story. And I challenge you guys to go and find your own journal, and always keep your journal with you. Whenever you come up with ideas, write your ideas down in this journal. You'd be surprised at how many ideas you come up with throughout the day. And if you don't have a journal with you, these are just fleeting ideas. You want to keep these ideas close by you. But inside of my journal, I have this section where I started to ask myself these questions. So as I'm looking at the family photographs, these are some of the things that I'm thinking about. What motivates the subject or family members in family photographs? So there's this word, perspectival, right? And what it basically means is from the perspective of. So if an event happens, the way that you remember it and the way that I remember it will be completely different. So because of that, it's really important to share our perspectives of a specific event or a specific memory. So if we're walking in the park with our dog is barking, there's something I remember about the perspective of that event that you don't remember, and vice versa. It's always good to share the way that we remember. Having conversations with family members. And because of this, there's this trick that I like to use. I'll take the digital representation, the digital photograph, and I'll send it in a group chat with family members. And I'll start off and saying, this is a photograph of such and such. And then the other family members will chime in and say what they remember about it. And by doing this, memories start to flood in. I start to remember things that I didn't quite remember before. They were still there. It's just my family members helped me tap into what I forgot about. Here's an idea that I wanted to see if I could push more for myself. I want to tell stories that haven't been told with complexity and nuance. You're always looking for performances or lack of performances in your family photograph. And when I say performances, it's a family photograph. How close are people are next to each other in the family photograph? What's the eye contact like? Or is the subject looking at the photographer, or is the subject looking at one of the other subjects? And there's something about that gaze a lot of times that can tell us something about the closeness, and what is closeness tells if we have problems in the family, you know. So these are all different ideas that we could look at.